A nearly 20-year mystery solved tonight. Investigators finally identifying the remains of a man found in Gwinnett County.
And it is all thanks to a nonprofit called the DNA Doe Project. If not for them, that man might still be a John Doe today. Kristen Crowley has the story you'll only see on 11 Alive tonight.
The mystery began here off Craig Drive in Lawrenceville back in 2003 when human remains, skeletal remains, were found inside this manhole cover. Remains that now have a name.
Everybody deserves to have their name.
For nearly 20 years, this man's been known only as John Doe. Now,
his name is Gordon Rexroad.
Gordon Rexroad was roughly 70 years old when he died.
There had been a crew that was cleaning out some storm drains and opened up the manhole, and there was the skeletal remains of an individual.
Artists created this bust and a sketch of what they believe he looked like, but no one identified him. That was until Chief Medical Examiner Dr. Carol Terry learned about the DNA Doe Project, a nonprofit dedicated to identifying unknown remains using genetic genealogy.
Without the DNA Doe Project's involvement, he would still be a John Doe.
Correct.
Terry says small agencies can rarely afford the costs that come with this kind of testing. Her office reached out to the project last February for help and got a discounted rate.
A few months later, they reached out to us and said, we think we've got a good lead.
A family member's DNA confirmed that lead. This nameless man was Gordon Rexroad.
Well, of course, I'm hurt. At the same time, I feel that it's helping with the closure for the family.
We spoke to Gordon's brother, Gerald. He says his brother was homeless.
When he stopped calling, we began to wonder, and after, him not contacting us for a couple of years, then I took it upon myself, and my brother and I went looking for him.
Gerald says after all these years, the family believed he'd passed away, but never knew for sure until now.
He always was a very kind, good person, and everybody in Georgia that we talked to, they all loved him.
The family says now the plan is to hold a celebration of life for their brother in North Carolina and finally put his human remains to rest.
And Gwinnett County's work with the DNA Doe Project is not over yet. They submitted remains of another unidentified person who you can see here, who was found in 2015. The county has the remains of 3 people still unidentified. They plan to submit all of them for genetic genealogy testing and are hopeful they'll find the same success in these cases as they did with Gordon Rexroad.